I knew my time would come where I'd have to cover these hell spawn. Just now today is the day. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about a Caleb and Sophia video about friends. Today this cartoon made by the organization is going to tell you who your kids should be friends with. Cause 9 men in New York should have a say on your personal family life. Be sure to like and subscribe, and without further ado, let's go.
You got this, come on.
For anyone that doesn't know, this is Sophia, being the model Jehovah's Witness child by reading her study book in the middle of recess, not playing with the other kids, basically being isolating herself from the others. I bring up the book cause the video is directly produced by the branch. This is what they expect of children. It may not be explicitly said, but there is no other reason why Sophia isn't playing with the other kids. Kids make fast friends. All Sophia has to do is say, "Hey, can I play with you guys?" And boom, friends. And we know she doesn't like being alone. She expresses that later in the video. This video would be 2 seconds if she just got up and played with the other kids instead of reading her book, but no, people are going to tell her who her friends should be later.
Go, go, go! Yes. Bro, that was good. Hurry up! We're gonna be late. Yeah, let's go.
Such a comforting scripture. This children's video has headlining at Proverbs 13:20 says,
"He that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed."
I use the King James Version, cause the New World Translation is censored from being destroyed. The real meaning behind the text, to fare badly, something very vague. But you know they meant destroyed by saying fare badly, so Sophia, if she makes friends with people in her class, she will be destroyed. While this is
best life ever. And he called them his friends. We see throughout the gospel accounts that those who chose to befriend Jesus gained the best friend possible.
Hey there.
Oh, hey.
Oh, you like to draw? I like your notes. Really cool.
Mom taught me. Pictures help me remember.
Me too. So, looks like we have a talk together.
another thing is women don't really have talks per se. They have presentations for preaching, and that's the only time women are really allowed on stage, other than to clean. All the other stuff the men do, the teaching, setting up groups, managing technology, carrying mix, becoming elders, and more, which is a yikes.
Yeah.
I'll get in touch to practice soon.
Lydia, we're leaving.
Well, I gotta go. See you later, Sophia.
Hey, bro. Hey, good to
This art style is ugly. It's like Illumination had an inbred child.
see you. I'm glad I was on your team.
My favorite thing was the safari treehouse.
Yeah, it had all the cool jungle animals on the wall. Timmy, I didn't think your team was gonna make it.
I love my prize. You got a prize? We all did.
Feeling left out is pretty normal among children of this faith. It's such a lonely, crushing feeling cause you only want to be accepted and be friends with your peers, but you are forced to be different.
Okay, kids, settle down. Time to get started. We have a lot to talk about today. Before we begin, for those of you that participated in the science club this weekend, we will be having another camping trip. But only the ones with the highest score on the math project will be selected to go. More on that after class.
Hey,
Now today,
Sophia, we need you in our club. You're good at science.
Don't be silly, kid. Witnesses can't use what they're good at unless it serves the branch or if it gets you a job. That helps you serve the branch.
We have another trip coming up.
Hey, Sophia, come with us.
So, anyway, all the kids had badges and prizes and stuff. And it sounded like a lot of fun. And it seems like they really need my help.
I see.
Oh, you see what's wrong with the car?
No, I wish. No, I see why you want to be in the club.
You do?
Of course. We all want to have friends and do fun things. Please, would you mind moving the light over here? Right there. Thank you.
I just wish I had some kid friends.
Jehovah wants you and me to have friends. But the question you need to ask yourself is, who should be my friend? Let's talk about it at our next family worship.
Why? All Sophia is doing is working on a science project. And then going on a camping trip. What do you think is gonna happen?
How about you go do some research on Martha? And I will tell Caleb too. And then we can come back together and talk about it as a family. Sophia, are you ready?
Yeah. Martha, a Jewess, the sister of Lazarus, and Mary.
They lived in Bethany.
A village about 2 miles away from Jerusalem.
Which was probably Jesus' home base when he came down from Galilee.
Martha liked to cook.
Yes,
She is twirling around like a Disney princess, good Lord.
And she would cook for Jesus and all his disciples when they would visit.
Wow, that would have been a lot of food.
Yes, and a lot of work.
but if they worked together, they'd make it a success.
However, some of their friends felt differently about Jesus.
Martha makes the best apricot cakes. It's just a fact.
You've always praised me too much, Talia.
Well, if it gets me more apricot cakes, I will continue to praise you.
Ha! Gay!
Oh, Talia, did you hear? The teacher Jesus, he's coming back to visit.
The man from Galilee? Are you hosting him again?
Yes, I am. Actually, it's tonight.
I've heard a lot of talk. The Pharisees in Jerusalem, they don't approve of that man. I am not sure it's such a good idea for you to be known as his friend. Okay, well, I guess I better be getting home. See you two later.
Martha, Jesus is here.
Wait. Let me get this straight. He wanted you and Mary to sit and learn about God just like the men? A teacher instructing women? A woman's job is to provide food for her house.
Let's see what the Watchtower thinks of women. 'Cause this woman is painted in a bad light when the Watchtower's own views aren't far from this. Women are allowed to learn about God. But, like I said earlier, they can give talks like men do, can't hold microphones, can't be elders or governing body members. I've never seen a woman manage the technology. These are esteemed positions that a lot of witness young men have. And young men are praised for having these privileges, so why not women? They are just as capable as doing the things the men can do, but no. Women are taught to be submissive and passive. This doesn't mean she can't help make decisions for her family, but ultimately it's up to the man. Which leads to misogynist views of women which runs rampant in witness culture. Women in this organization are really only complements to the men. That they marry the Watchtower literally says so. And also this may be just me, but I hate when women are referred to as helper. Just rubs me the wrong way, just say partner. Partner implies equal footing, whereas helper just doesn't, in my opinion.
That's true. A good woman prepares herself for hard work. That's valuable. That's you, Martha. Don't let this Jesus ruin you with his ideas.
Lazarus! So kind of you.
How is he doing?
Not well. I sent word to Jesus. He will help my brother.
You sent word to Jesus? Have you still not heard? He's angering people with his shocking speech. He's claiming to be God's son. He's crazy.
He's loyal to Jehovah.
You can't blame people for not believing in something this far-fetched. Witnesses do this a lot. Some act like worldly people are stupid for not eating up whatever they say.
But look at the evidence. Earthquakes, wars, food shortages, sickness are all signs of the end. How can you not believe that?
This part of your prophecy is very vague and could be applicable to any time period in human history. 'Cause these things have always happened. The reason why we are so aware of what's happening worldwide is because of the internet. I'm sorry, I don't see this as substantial when you are just showing me what's always happened. Second, your end goal, your paradise, doesn't make any sense. Carnivores will somehow change into herbivores, which will result in ecological imbalance and overpopulation. The issue of overpopulation is a big concern too, because humans now live forever, unless God does. A frequent slaughter of humans once that population meets a threshold, I don't know. And imagine the amount of waste. Humans already produce a lot of waste. Imagine what it would be like if they lived forever and bred like rabbits, with people being resurrected on top of that. It's not like God could make the planet any bigger. We would all die if that were to happen. Also, side note, we would also all die if the flood actually happened. The heat that flood would produce would cook the 8 people and all the animals in that vessel. I could honestly talk about the problem with the paradise all day. But let's move on to our third point, is there's a genocide before the paradise even starts. You know how many people would have to die for witnesses to achieve their fantasy where there's not sickness, death. Everyone sits in a giant hippie circle in eternal servitude to God forever. Just saying this out loud just sounds like a damn nightmare to me. I go on this long-winded rant because I think the women is right. Anyone claiming these things would be crazy, and of course we know Jesus was the real deal. But what about people? Like the governing body who claim to be a direct pipeline to God or Jesus without displaying evidence, yet 8 million people follow their every word cause they think it's inspired by God, and it's so bizarre to see cause. Witnesses will say they have no human leaders, but when they say you can have beards. Now everyone is wearing a beard. Witnesses will quote the light getting brighter. But that's talking about the gospel, not new understand of the Bible being revealed gradually. That doesn't make sense. Why would God make a book vague for his followers? To understand some of the time. Let's move on, my head hurts.
And he is our friend.
Okay. And?
Sadly, Lazarus died. But do you remember what happened next?
Jesus came back to Bethany and resurrected Lazarus.
Jesus was a real friend. He cared about Martha, Mary, and Lazarus. And he showed them what kind of friend Jehovah can be to us.
But that's not where the story ends. Do you know what some people did after that?
Many of the Jews who saw what he did put faith in him, but some of them went off to the Pharisees and told them what Jesus had done.
Remember, this retelling spawned from Sophia wanting to go on a camping trip.
Why did they do that?
Because not even seeing Jesus bring someone back to life was enough to convince them that he was the Christ.
Which I also think is crazy. Like, what more do you want him to do?
They seemed like Martha's friends, but they hated Jesus.
I don't think anyone, especially children, actively hates Jesus. If anything, it's not directly Jesus, the hate, the pressure, the ultimatums, the struggles of his religion forced upon them from childhood. But if you aren't a witness, that means you hate Jesus or deal in falsehood.
How do you think Martha dealt with her unbelieving friends?
She don't know, cause this is speculation. This is literally going beyond what is written. Cause this entire story with Martha is not in the Bible. They are literally using fan fiction as propaganda.
Jesus is the Christ, the resurrection and the life. He is the Son of God, and he is my friend. Talia, you've been kind to me in the past.
She gave your dying brother food. That's more than just kind.
But you don't believe Jesus' teachings. We cannot be friends.
This situation is still different than what Sophia is facing. Here that woman was being unreasonable. She saw the resurrection with her own eyes and still denied Jesus. I'd also like to add that this was direct divine intervention that doesn't happen now. People may think so, but it's just a feeling, really.
Martha stuck with Jesus and his friends. They helped her become Jehovah's friend.
Maybe I don't want to be friends with a God who's killed millions.
So, Sophia, what do you think Jehovah is teaching you about friendship?
That I have to choose my friends carefully.
And how can you know if someone should be your friend?
If they help me be Jehovah's friend.
Good job on staying indoctrinated, Sophia.
I'm not gonna join the club.
That's my girl.
Ugh. Brother, ugh.
This is actually damaging to both Sophia and Caleb. They should have friends their age. Controlling your children's friends won't help them nurture positive relationships. You can try to fix this with people in the congregation, but it just isn't the same even though Sophia will have friends. In the congregation, she will most likely grow up lonely. Sophia literally sits alone during recess. This is barring her from people she can play with. Give her different perspectives from people with different backgrounds. Having friends that challenge your worldview is important, and this isn't doing that. It's making sure she stays indoctrinated with people who only think like her. You are hurting her in the long run.
We are so proud of you, Sophia.
And Jehovah is proud of you too.
And she gets reassurance that this is the right thing to do, even though there are more recess days that she will spend alone. More lunches she will have to eat alone, school dancing she will skip, and more.
Now, how about you go finish up your homework? Mom tells me we have a guest coming over.
Okay. Jehovah, please help me find a good friend.
Praying to God for friends is one of the saddest things I've ever heard, and it's not even that people refuse to be friends with her. It's just that her parents told her to not be friends with outsiders.
Someone who loves you. At least you are my friend.
Sophia! Lydia is here.
Our talk! You like turtles?
I love turtles.
I like turtles.
And what else, teenager, do you have in common with this literal child?
Really? I've got something I want to show you.
Also, that's a tortoise.
He is so cute. You know, Sophia, I think we're going to be friends. Yep, definitely friends.
Well, that was a nightmare, but that's not it though. These videos offer insight into what it's like to being a witness kid. This isn't even half of it. I will cover more of these videos in the future. You all have a great day.